Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Forge D20's Tales of Lodrienth. I am the game master for this campaign, Zach, joined by Dalton, Hunter, and Raph. Parker, aka our friendly cop robot, is AFK at this time.
Worm.
Rip. He's a worm. Imagine. Couldn't be
Very
me.
fitting that the cop buys a worm. Just. I will let that lie as it lies.
Yeah. Yep. Well, anyways, before we get started, I want to say thank you for taking the time to listen to us. We really appreciate and love each and every one of you who take the time out of your day just to listen to an episode of our podcast. We love you. Kisses. Anyways, let's get...
You know what I love more than our viewers or listeners?
Oh, God. Prepare
Either
the
or.
clips. What is
Myself.
it, Raph? Guys, it's Narcissus.
Narcissus?
Yes, that's okay. I usually would hop on and Zach make fun of him, but he's right in this case.
It just sounds funny. Narcissus.
That's where the word narcissism comes from. It's
Yep.
the dude's name.
You learned something new today.
Well, it's his name. It's not the word.
It's not really the word. Don't trigger my autism, brother. We're gonna be here all night. Please.
Anywho.
Trying to make you think of semantics. Ugh, semantics.
No, you're gonna make me talk fucking mythology.
Anyways, order at the table. Order at the table. We're gonna recap what happened last time. The party made your way to Eden's Embrace, which is a brothel that is ran by one of the legs of the spider, or the web, sorry, Rosalia. On your way there, you encountered a homeless man who tried to rob you guys, and out of the somewhat kindness of your hearts, you guys gave him some food and let him go, and some money as well. Then you guys entered. You guys overheard this argument between three legs of the spider who were there, or of the web. Jesus fuck. God damn. Anyways, you guys ran into Jarek Ordan, who was storming his way out after speaking to Rosalia and Graham. After that, you all decided to have a conversation with Rosalia and Graham. Two of you, which would be Dalcom and Moros, formally met Rosalia, and all three of you had reunited with Graham once more. What you guys basically learned from them in a nutshell was that there is a big drug operation going on, and Jarek was pretty upset with his 2 crates of Arcanium going missing, as Arcanium is a key ingredient in a drug called Stardust, which they pulverize from Arcanium to create this dust-like powder substance that can be eaten, sniffed, whatever orifice it can enter, it can give you a...
Boofed.
Yeah, it can get you absolutely boofed. And you all learned that they're...
Nope.
No, whatever. We're just gonna move on.
That's not what boofing is.
I don't know what it is.
It's where you can
Anyways.
just it up your ass.
Actually, you could, yes. Any orifice.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the opposite of felching.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna continue now. Anyways, you all learned that there's 3 different routes on how this stuff is distributed. It is distributed and manufactured out of the Jarek Ordan's residence, and then dealt to 3 main places where other dealers will go and deal to common people on the streets, or, sell it in bulk. But they sell it in bulk to 3 places in particular. You were in one of them, Eden's Embrace, the brothel. Another one of them was the Cormiendo residence. Espero Cormiendo is another one of the legs of the web, who is extremely powerful and high ranking. And then the last one was this place called Eden's Gate, which is a casino. And that's where you all decided to head. And as you all are walking through the city streets of Eden, it is nighttime at this point. Well, you wouldn't know, but it is nighttime. The streets are bustling as it's always been, last night in Eden when you guys first arrived here. It was absolutely packed and filled with people. It still is the case here. A lot of people are flowing in and out of the casino, and there's no guards or anything, on the outside, but you see this. This is probably one of the nicer buildings in Eden. It's made out of this like white marble with these very like Roman-esque columns with these very large wooden double doors with gold handles, and on the wood door is a like gold, I guess you could say, plaque of a spider. And as you all are kind of getting closer, you open and you see this, open the door and you see this large, this is like the room, I guess, where you would exchange money for, chips or, cash out and all those things. You see there's two guards who are kind of posted by, the main floor where you can see all these intricate machines and you can hear the sounds of ding, 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 ding. And you can hear the sound of like coins bellowing out of these machines, and you can hear the sound of conversation just echoing throughout here. And you see there is one man behind the counter in the front here who's just kind of, counting some money at this time, not paying you guys really any mind. But the casino is up for you guys to explore. Where the Arcanium lies in here, you're not sure. But that's where I'll give the floor to you guys.
Dogum's gonna fall and pace behind Lloyd. Or Darius, I mean. And just
More
kind
of
of follow his lead.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
We're going into the casino that Dickhead owns, or like one of his dealers or whatever is gonna be at.
All right, so out of character.
Oh.
We're trying to find the
dealers of Arcanium,
dealers.
or where they're maybe storing it. Any trace of Arcanium is what you're, or not Arcanium,
Kinda
sorry,
fuck up his
Stardust
production or his distribution.
All right. Well, boys. Seeing as it's quite full and we don't know exactly who we're looking for, we got to make people talk. So, Dalcom.
Yes.
Well, how much gold do you have on you?
Oh,
Will?
counting that gold.
None.
Yeah. I have this many. And Moros just opens his bag. Inside the bag, you'd see like about 300 gold pieces. And then another, I believe it was like 27 platinum. Something around that number. Gave most of his money away.
Dalcom opens his bag and it's like from an old cartoon faucet out in the desert and just spews out a puff of dust.
All right. I'm gonna give you guys 1,000 gold each.
I think Lloyd actually had all of Moros's gold.
Most of it, yeah.
So you give me 1,000, so I have
Yep.
13 now. Okay, 13 hundo.
I cracked my knuckles and my neck. All right, boys, go gamble, have fun, make some friends,
Oh no.
get some information.
Why? Oh, we're getting information. Good. Okay. Question: Does one need to be able to count above the number 8 in order to be good at this gambling thing?
Shit. Well, I mean, there's certain games you could possibly play that, may or may
Perhaps-
not need you to count.
Now would be a good time for 2814 to be of use to me. Speaking of him, where is the little
Sent you a message, Zach.
bugger?
He's I start poking him. Still asleep.
Very well. He's still asleep. Well then,
Where,
I will learn how to count as I go then.
where did
I believe this is the moment that Cobras was training me for all this time. Not that, you would like to know that, and not that you even know who that is. I mean, maybe you do have Lloyd's memories. Do you know who Cobras is, Darius?
I do?
Well then, yes, he taught me how to count. So, the 8, quite a gift, I must say.
Tis quite
Anyway.
the gift.
What game do you recommend for a novice, such as myself?
Slot machines.
What machines?
Slot machines. You just there'll be machines inside with little levers. You can go up to them, put a gold coin in, or 10, or whatever, or 8, and pull the lever, and little flashing colors and lights and things will pop up on the screen. And if you lose, well, nothing happens. But if you win, it'll make noises.
Very well.
And
I will
shit
play
out some gold.
Perhaps these slot machines. I'll also play one of those card games as well. Well, I'm asking about. Can you remind me who his name was? Derek? That's how it's pronounced, right?
Yeah, Jarek Ordan.
Derek Ordan. Okay, I just wanted to know how to pronounce it. We're seeking information about Derek Ordan. All right. Well then, wish me luck, Darius, Lloyd, pal. And then Moros heads inside.
As you head inside, you see these mystical slot machines that Darius was discussing about. You can see, as you look around the room, you look to your left, and you see Dalcom just pulling a lever, pulling a lever, pulling a lever. He keeps pulling a lever, and you just hear doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then you look all around this main floor. You can see that there's some people playing card games. There's a bunch of people around the bar. Then of all the major doors that lead to areas not on the main floor, they are heavily guarded by individuals with weapons. Right in front of you, though, there are some slots if you wish to play. It is, as you can see, Dalcom has been rolling some big money.
0 wins.
It's 3d6 for 10 gold pieces, or you can roll 3d4s for 100 gold pieces, and you need all your numbers to match to win. If you win, though, I'm not going to tell you the prize. It's a big prize. A big prize. He has not won a single time yet, by the way. I'm pretty
I've
sure he's
only
almost
gotten
broke.
my money back. Jesus Christ. Listen, you put a fucking bird in a goddamn casino with flashing lights and big shiny and handed him 1,000 gold and said, go have fun. Of course
Yeah.
he's a gambling addict.
So, Moros, are you going to play some slots?
I will give it a try. I'm going to try one spin. Moros is very tentative about this, so he's just going to take out
Ding, 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 ding,
from his
ding.
pocket what he
won.
thinks is. Oh, Dalcom won?
Now he got three
That's
ones
the
in a
noise
row.
Dalcom makes, by the way. That is the noise he makes is the.
Oh God.
Friggin' Yu-Gi-Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Life point
So-
counter.
A voucher comes out of the machine for 15,000 gold pieces. You need to turn it in before you leave to acquire your gold. Sorry,
Dalcom
Morris,
immediately
you can
gets
go
up and
ahead.
walks to the front desk to turn it in. That's what he's doing.
One big tonight, huh?
I guess I saw very pretty shiny, very pretty. Pulled lever, made noise. This came out.
He hands you a bunch of he hands you 15 bags that each have platinum pieces in it to make up 15,000 gold pieces. You have one big. Now, Moros, if you want to try your shot,
Bag of holding.
it is 10 gold pieces to play. You roll 3d6s. If you get 2 of them, you get your money back. If you get all 3, you win a big prize. Now, you can spend 100 gold pieces and roll 3d4s instead, making the game a little bit easier. However, your prize is significantly less. So if Dalcom would have rolled 3d6s and got all 3 of the same dice roll, he could have won even more money.
Okay. Well, Moros is gonna crank that machine.
Let's see.
He's gonna roll the d6s.
7, 7, and a skull. You get your money back.
I look down at the coins as they come out, and I look at them. This is the same fucking amount. Moros puts the coins back in.
Do it again. You pull the lever once more. Ding 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 ding. You get a 7, a skull, and a spider web.
It kills the machine.
Yeah, Moros punches the machine.
Roll me an athletics check.
$19.
You punch, boom, right in the middle, a big hole into the machine, and immediately the guard that's standing literally right behind you grabs your shoulder. I hope you intend on paying for that.
I look at my hand still in the machine. I look back at him. What do you mean? It still works. And I stick another set of gold coins in there and crank that. No. Go. Does it work?
You see the left and the right ones do, but the middle one is so fucked up that it doesn't work, and it doesn't even spit your money back out.
All right, I'll admit it's a little damaged. Moros looks at his bag. He reaches in and pulls out the 37 platinum he has, and he just gives it to him. I think this will cover the damages.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
$21. Oh, I didn't do the advantage. Let's see if I credit. 21.
Oh, that will definitely do. Just make sure you please don't get angry at any other games. Perhaps cards might be better suited for you.
Cards, yes. About that platinum I just gave you. Whatever doesn't cover the machine, keep it for yourself. For showing me mercy. I'm going to go try this card game. What do you recommend a beginner?
21.
Someone who's a bit of a goloon. 21? Okay. Interesting. 21. Does this require counting?
Can you count to 21?
let's say in a hypothetical world, one where one could not count to 21, what would you say? Not that I can't count to 21. I know that's quite a large number.
21's not a very large number. But hypothetically, he raises an eyebrow. Hypothetically, the dealer will tell you if you win or lose because he can count to 21. Or maybe if you can't count to 21, you have a friend with you who can count to 21.
Yes. Okay.
Or
Well,
learn to count to 21.
I, of course, I know how to count to 21. We're just asking. Someone I'm here with likes to play these card games, and they don't know how to count. Speaking of that friend, I'm going to go find them because I'm going to go help them count to 21. Not that I need them. And I go over towards the alchemy.
All right. Lloyd, is there anything you want to do at this time as you're kind of just like walking throughout the lobby onto the main floor of the casino?
Darius.
Sorry, Darius.
Bro, it's Darius.
Bro,
Thank you.
sorry. Where's some cards?
If you go all the way to the back, you see the green tables with the cards.
Oh, okay. Let me.
It's way in the back of the casino. You can see that there's two dealers actively dealing cards. There's a orc man that's they're in very nice suits. They are in very nice red crimson suits. There's an orc woman, or orc man, and a orc woman who are dealing cards. So you approach the table with the orc woman. There is a dragonborn with brass-colored skin wearing a hood over his head, just playing cards. Ah, I see someone else has joined to play against the house. Playing 21.
Aye.
Well, let's see if we can take the house of all of its riches. And you see that the dealer, the orc woman, she places a card down on the table for him, looks at him. He's got a total of 21 and he smiles. And then the dealer, she flips over one of her cards, which is upside down, and she has a blackjack. And you see that this Dragonborn just lost at least 500 gold pieces as the dealer reaches across the table, taking the gold, and the Dragonborn puts his hands over his face. My wife is going to kill me. Please tell me you have some gold to spare.
Oh. Is that all you had?
That was my fucking life savings between you and me.
You really took your life savings here
What a degenerate.
and spent it all.
I mean, I won big last week. I won 30,000 gold pieces.
500 pieces were your life savings?
Well, that's all I had left after I lost it all gambling these last couple nights.
Oh. You're a lost little lamb, aren't you? All right, here's 500 gold.
All right. Are you going to be paying 500 gold to play as well? The orc woman speaks.
Why not? Sorry, I...
All right. Well, I will go over the rules briefly. Out of character, you're going to roll 2d10. All the cards, quote-unquote cards, all the numbers are worth face value except for one, which can be worth 1 or 11. So the 1 is basically the ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. So, I'm going to roll 1d10 to show you what the dealer is going to have. Dealer is showing a 9. I need you to roll me 2d10, Lloyd. And then I'm going to have the other gentleman roll 2d10 as well. 14. All right. So it's just like real blackjack. You have an 18. The dealer can't hit on anything higher than 17. So the lizard man, the dragonborn, got a 14, by the way. I'm gonna roll this last one in secret. Okay. 9 showing, you have 18. She points to you. Hit or stay?
Stay.
She looks to the Dragonborn. A 9. You could have 19 under there. He squints his eyes. Hit me. Roll D10. 10. That is a bust. And she takes 500 gold pieces. And he goes, no! He starts to weep at the table. She flips her card over. The other card is an 8, a 17. She is forced to stay. She slides his 500 gold pieces that you put on the table towards you, since you technically won your money back.
LOL. Rap gave his guy his money and he just won it back from him.
He's on his knees, and he grabs at your, like, your whatever, like, leather is on your thighs. He's like, please, sir. Once more. I have a drink voucher. I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, good man. All right. Why not?
All right.
I'm gonna give him back the 500. I'm gonna kind of twist my head to the back of my head and see the tattoo as he's groveling at my feet.
Oh, you're gonna show him your web tattoo?
No, her.
Oh.
I'm gonna look back at her and I'm gonna wink.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Oh God.
17. Okay. She looks at your tattoo, gives you a nod, and places one finger up. You can tell she means she'll only do it this one time. You kind of see her shuffling the deck. And then she dishes out the cards.
But
The
he's going
first-
to lose again.
I need you to roll me 2d10s. You roll a 13. She dishes out his cards, and he gets a blackjack. Oh! By the Radiant Ones, I've won! Oh, she doesn't have a blackjack either. Look, she's showing a 3. She slides 500 gold pieces across the table towards the Dragonborn. She looks towards you, Lloyd. Hit or stay?
Hit.
Go ahead and roll me a d10.
8. He rolls an 8. Watch.
A 1, so it's worth a 1 or 11. You rolled a 13,
Get
so
one.
you're going to take 14. Hit or stay?
Hit.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
10. That's a
Ah.
bust. She takes your 500 gold pieces. And then, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Oof. 12.
Okay. She looks up at you. She places her hands under the table, looking like she's grabbing another deck of cards. She opens it, starts to shuffle them. Play once more. What do you think, mister? Should I cut my losses? Or should I play one more and bet it all?
You lost one, you won one. Third time's a charm.
We're going all in, baby. He puts all 1,000 gold and he slides it across the table. And he raises his hand as a barmaiden comes over. What would you like to drink, sir? I will, whatever you seek.
Well, it's a voucher, right?
Correct?
Give me what they got. Give me strongest they got.
You heard the man. Strongest, please. Yes, sir. By the way, since you have gambled so much today, here's another voucher for later. Oh, I'll use it now! Get me the darkest slag you have! Oh, understood. And she walks off with both vouchers. All right, one big gain, let's make it happen. All right, roll me 2d10, and you're going to bet 500 again. Let's see if I will tell you what she has. Oh my goodness.
13, Jesus.
She is showing an ace. He's showing a 7 and a 7. So he can choose to split. So he has 1,000. He's instead going to do the minimum bet, 500, 500, and split it. Because he sees the ace showing. He's going to risk it all. She's going to look at you first, and she's going to ask you to hit or stay, Lloyd.
Well, what's the fun if I stay?
6, and you rolled a 13. That's a 19. Are you going to stay?
I'm going to stay.
Looks over to the Dragonborn. Hit the first 7. Rolls a 9. That is a 16. He's going to ask to hit once more. 17. He's going to ask to hit once more because the ace is showing. 18. He's going to ask to hit once more.
What?
28. He busts. But he has another... He split. So he rolled a 7. Another 7. So that's 14. He's going to hit again. A 3. That's 17. Once more, because the ace is showing. He busts.
Right.
She takes his money. Pulls all the money. She flips over her card. Blackjack. She takes all the gold. Takes all the cards. And you hear a voice begin to speak behind you. Well, well, well. Now that's not a face I've seen in quite some time. Hello, Lloyd.
All right, let's pause it real quick. He knows who I am.
He does know who you are.
Huh. I didn't think of this because, I'm so fucked up looking. I don't really look like my old self.
Maybe there's a reason.
All right, time to rack my brain around this shit. I'm gonna turn around to see who it is.
You turn around and you see a very lean and tall, fair-skinned man clad in this very nice, ornate black suit with like this crimson trim on the lapel. He has a nice crimson tie with black stripes, and he has white hair that is slicked back, and his eyes are a piercing brown color. This is Orthonax, one of the legs of the spider. He is the one who oversees Eden's Gate, which is the casino that you're in. And from what you recall about this individual, they overthrew a previous leader that previously oversaw Eden's Gate, who went by the name of Caladan. He killed him, took over his operation for himself. He's a wizard. You know this because you see that he carries a grimoire with him and he's kind of flipping through it. Didn't think I would recognize you with your fucked up face, huh?
Yeah, acid would do that.
So tell me, what brings you back?
Mainly just sightseeing.
Oh, come on, don't bullshit me. Who comes to Eden to sightsee?
Fine. Well, you know what happened with Graham, right? The ship. the shipment.
Damn shame, really.
Yeah, I was there.
Hmm. So you were there when the demigod was there. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Hell, me and my group were the ones that got the cargo. All went up in smoke, unfortunately.
Hmm. Up in smoke, you say? Damn shame, really. I'd be worried for Graham if I were you.
Nah, old Graham's gonna keep kicking no matter what.
He's a resilient little bastard, that's for sure. So Lloyd, tell me, fancy a drink?
I got one on the way, but you definitely hold better stuff. I know that for sure.
You know I've got access to that top shelf shit. And some stardust if you're thinking of using.
It's been a while. Maybe I
Well,
could go for a bit.
what do I say? I get us a private VIP room. Take you there. We shoot the shit for a little. Catch up, huh?
Oh yeah. It has been long.
All right. He turns to his guards, gives them a nod. Well, follow me then. He walks right across the way. There's these multiple VIP rooms. The guards, they open up the door to the VIP rooms. Orthonax walks in and takes a seat. It's basically a small lounge with these crimson leather-bound U-shaped couches. There's a table in the middle that has a bowl that has a lid on it. And you can see there's this pink glitter on the table. Otherwise, this room is very neat, clean. Smells like tobacco. A lot of people probably smoke in here. And he himself, he actually reaches into his pocket and pulls out a cardboard box. It's filled with cigarettes. Puts one in his mouth and offers one to you.
I'll take it.
Hands it to you. Takes a match. Lights it for you. Lights his own. Exhales the smoke. So, Lloyd. I know you know that word gets around fast in the web. You heard the spiders calling a meeting tomorrow.
May have heard a thing or two.
It's very odd. Man just had a meeting a couple weeks ago. Now here we are having another. I will
Doesn't
say,
spell good news for anyone.
not really. There's been a certain individual that's been a pain in his side recently. Someone from the surface.
Oh.
Does the name Damocles ring a bell?
Damocles. I think I've heard it.
Well, he's this masked vigilante. No one knows where he comes from, but he's been putting a dent in our
Vigilante from the
operations.
surface.
From the surface.
Ah, what a crazy bastard.
A crazy bastard indeed. But you and I both know that those people on the surface, they've got more power than even we've got.
True.
He sighs, taking another hit of his cigarette. If you know his whereabouts, any information would be appreciated. He's a part of a crucial plan that the spider is conjuring.
Now, I've spent my time up there on the surface for a little while. Got treated like shit, obviously.
Let me guess, they found your tattoo. Labeled you a terrorist.
Ah, that's putting it lightly.
They don't understand. They oppress us. They treat us like human garbage. We try to make our best living down here off of what we can. I worked hard to get where I am. You know that. You've seen all the effort I've put into Eden's Gate. Now it's prospering. And those disgusting oppressors, they want to take it all away from us. They're bringing down Skywatch officers to guard the elevator every day. Hell, I've even seen some navigating the city streets like they own the fucking place. I say it's about time for war.
War. It's very touchy. It's very dangerous.
Very dangerous indeed. You know, no more than 20 years ago, we were at war with them. I was but a child. You were too. But something tells me I think we can win. Especially with the plan that the spider has.
Now, I don't want to sound like a worry boy, but what kind of plan would bring us up there
To bring us up there.
and win?
We just gotta get their attention. And we know the perfect way to do it. You know, Arcanitech has gotten so powerful. It can do so much. Even the junk that they throw down here. If you condense that energy properly, according to Savius, could wipe out an entire city block with the most important people in it.
Yeah, you could. But how would you go about planting the bomb, especially with Skywalker?
You know those abandoned railways that they used to transport goods during the Civil War? That's how.
You guys actually managed to dig those out.
You're damn right. Anything for freedom.
Now, question. Doing this for freedom. If you win, will Eflar look like Eden?
I would say Eden would look like a floor. Everything fair. A land of equal opportunity.
You guys are really going for it, huh?
You really are. It's probably going to be a big talking point tomorrow at the meeting. By the way, Stardust. And he takes the lid off. It's empty. He raises an eyebrow. Well, I guess we'll have to fetch some more. Come, you haven't been here in quite some time. Would you like me to take you around?
Why not? You've done quite well with the place.
Well, thank you. I'm sure Caladan would appreciate what I've done with the place as well. May his soul rest. And he starts to get up. And we're going to cut to Moros and Dalcom. What are you guys doing in the interim?
Searching for him.
Malcolm went to follow him, but then Darius walked inside the door and they closed it, and he was like, well, time to go back. He feels like he got ditched.
Well, conveniently, you see them start to get up and leave the tent. And he is being escorted by the man I described earlier. Crimson suit, white slick back hair, piercing brown eyes. The three guards with Darius and this individual are headed towards right over here. Right 10 feet above where they walked out to the left, there is someone standing guard with long brown curly hair and tan skin and pointed ears. And they nod to this very powerful looking man, and he walks through a door to the left. You guys you do have time to catch up to them if you want to intervene or be like, hey, you know Darius, so if you want to do that, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Dalcom's running up, and he's going to open his bag of holding. Darius, these people are idiots. They gave me 15,000 gold pieces for a piece of paper.
Wow, it seems like you've hit the jackpot.
Did he just call you Darius?
Of course.
He raises an
No, we
eyebrow.
Use our names too often, especially on the surface.
Well, that's true.
Then it just stuck.
Well, I guess you're right. I guess you could introduce me to your friends. If they want to come back, they're more than welcome to as well.
Well, boys, what do you say?
Well, let's go. Oh, fuck, Jesus, fuck.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Orthonox. And you would be? He looks at you, Dalcom.
Goldstrike.
Gold Shrike. Pleasure. He extends a hand to shake your hand.
Dalcom awkwardly takes it and grabs it and lifts it up and down very largely. And then let's go.
All right. And, you there, Tiefling. What's your name? He extends his hand out to you, Moros.
Moros extends his hand. Moros Omenborn. And yours?
Orthonox. Pleasure. He smiles.
Moros looks over at Lloyd, Darius. How do you two know each other?
Oh, we grew up in the slums together. That's pretty much it. Hello?
I can hear you. I just thought Morris was going to say something back. Morris?
Makes
Well, I can't hear, boy. He's cutting out. I'd leave and come back, brother.
Moros just nods. Grew up in the slums together. Can you not hear me? I'm talking.
It's cutting out pretty bad. I would leave and come back, and then, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got an exclamation point over his name now. That's new.
Can you hear me?
It's still pretty choppy.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Moro simply nods and says you knew each other from the slums. Fair enough. Well, Lloyd, I mean, Darius, to keep up appearances. Correction. Wherever you go, we will follow. Lead the way.
All
All
right.
right. You see the guards follow suit, and they head to a room immediately on the left where there are only a few boxes full of bagged arcanium. I'm sorry, stardust remaining. Supplies running low. A damn shame, really. Well,
I don't think I've ever seen your supplies run this low before.
that 2 crates would have helped us out big time. I know that Eden's Embrace is stocked up pretty decently, but Rosalia and I aren't on the best of terms right now, so she's not willing to share. Here,
She's
a
always been
baggie for
quite
each of you.
pregnant.
He tosses each of you a baggie full of stardust. Sell it, snort it, boof it. I don't give a shit. It's on the house.
Good man, Orth.
Question. The earpieces that we were given before,
Yes.
were they telepathic?
They are basically sending
Or they-
stones.
Okay. Okay, so I would have to make a check. Then I'm not gonna do it. I would have to make a stealth check to say something to Lloyd.
And you can so it's a 4-way connection. It's between the 3 of you. Oh well, 5-way connection between the 4 of you, and then obviously
Yeah.
6-way Damocles and Devlin.
Yeah. But if it's like a sending stone, then never mind. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not stealthy enough for that.
let's not be in here too long. Let's get back out on the floor, have a little bit of fun, huh?
Oh, of course.
Takes you all back to the VIP room where you all sit, chat about whatever, smoke, drink, or whatever. Is there anything that you guys want to do? Maybe it sounds like Dalcom wants to communicate something. He could excuse himself to go to the bathroom. You could do multiple different things, multiple different ways to achieve whatever it is you seek to achieve. So,
All right. Well, it would have needed. It was gonna be in that time if it was ever gonna happen. But I guess yeah, he will walk off. He's gonna go back to the slots, but while he's playing, he is gonna use the stone that's lodged inside his skull, and he's gonna send a message to Lloyd or Darius. Was that the best time to kill him and destroy the stash like we planned? Did we miss our time?
No.
Are we leaving him?
Something came up.
Okay. You're
He's ran low
Your
on his
lead on this.
stash. Means the dealer hasn't come through. And well,
well.
that elevator only works with his fingerprint.
mm. So what I'm hearing is I need to go cut off his hand. This was a joke. This was my attempt at being humorous. I see I failed.
Moro slowly puts his sword back into its scabbard. He looks sad. He was excited when he mentioned cutting off someone's hands. Well, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I just have to sit here. Do we just wait until the opportunity strikes? I mean, he's right. He's over there. Just barge in the door and kill him.
I think we need to kill the dealer instead.
You're supposed to kill the legs of the spider. Is that guy's not right next to us, right? When I'm saying this.
No, you guys are out doing whatever you want. You guys hung out with him for a little bit, but then you guys, I don't know if Lloyd/Darius is still in there, but you all decided to go do your own thing after hanging out with him.
I'm
for
with
a little bit.
Dalcom when I'm saying this. I'm with Dalcom. When I'm saying this. I don't want anybody here. I'm just whispering it to him. We're supposed to be killing the legs of the spider. That's one of the legs right there.
It's not one of the. He's not one of the legs. He's He just runs the casino, I think. Malcolm pulls out his little notebook of all the names we've learned. Nope. Nobody here. He's not on this list.
Incorrect. He is. He's on that list.
Then he is not one of the ones that I have a name for.
He was actually one of the first ones I mentioned when you guys came down to
7.
Eden.
Oh, I am missing one of them. So I'm missing him. You spell his name for me, please?
Yep. I'll spell it in the chat. Oh.
Orthodox. Okay. Spell like that. I would have put an I in. See? Yep, that's why I asked, because I would have put an I in there.
Can I have you all roll me perception checks, please?
Yes, hold on.
Ooh, nice roll, Lloyd. Moros piss poor roll.
Dude, Moros, big roll, big value.
Moros is just staring at the flashing lights.
20.
Dirty 20s. You all see another group of I guess you could say lower level officers begin to come in, surrounding another individual. This individual is a tiefling with purple skin, short slicked back, curling black horns with like violet hair, and these very cold and golden eyes. They're wearing this like ornate blackened plate armor engraved with like these infernal sigils that pulse with a dark energy. And they start to approach where you guys know Orthonax was. The guards, they all kind of meet up and they look at one another. And this individual, who is walking with these guards, who are carrying crates, by the way, walks inside. You see them both walk out together, and then they start to walk back to the same room that you guys went to just a short hour ago.
I'm gonna say to them, I think we just missed our shipment.
On. Malcolm is going to, and this time he's gonna walk over to the bar, pay for a drink, and he's going to walk towards Darius. When he gets to him, well, I have an idea. It's something some of the order would do whenever they needed to get somebody separated. I don't know how well I'll do it, but I can force myself to regurgitate everything I've consumed recently. and you can take the guy to go get cleaned up and take him out quietly.
I
But
could just go in there and kill him.
we can't get in or can't get down there. We don't have the man sand.
I could go take his hand.
He's down there to. He's down there. The man we need to get down there is down there already. And how do we get to him?
We open the door. Moros
Can't
says
open-
he's being a jackass. I'm sorry.
Can't open the door because the man. You know what? My fault for assuming Moros would be of help in subterfuge. You know what? That is my bad. I should have expected this.
Not really on my brand, no.
But we might not have been able to stop him, but we can get him afterwards and clean up after it. Again, your call, Darius. Your lead on this.
If you think there will be better opportunities, then we shall pass. But if you don't think there's any better opportunities, we kill him. I don't know how we get down there. If you have any ideas, Dalcom, Darius, now's the time to say, because we need to act. We need to either go down there and kill him, or we need to prepare for this the situation further. Speaking of, I'm gonna out of character. Did Darius tell us yet that he spoke with this guy about there being a meeting with the spider tomorrow?
You guys already
I
know
was
there is
gonna
a
get to
meeting with
that.
the spider, but he hasn't told you any additional details.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't know when it was. We just knew that there was one that was happening because
Okay, I leave it at-
Rosali and them had said something about it.
I leave it at the planning part. What do you say, Darius?
Well, 2 days from now, there's going to be a big meetup with all the legs. They're planning something. That something might be a war with Effelar.
And okay, you're telling me the people down here. We're in the Undercity, correct? Right? We're underneath. I'm
Correct.
just trying to remember. You're telling me there's going to be a
Yes.
full-scale war from the people down here to the people up there,
Yes.
vice versa,
Yes.
and they're going to be planning out this war or coming up with the final plans of this war in 2 days' time.
Technically one out of game.
You're also telling me, however,
Oh,
that they're all going to be in the same location at once.
everyone except for the spider himself. But yes.
This is about as subterfuge as subterfuge gets for myself. Thinking from the perspective of a hunt. If I want to complete this, if I want to find this beast and kill it, the spider, I need to get it either out of its natural habitat or I need to get to its natural habitat. If the legs are eliminated, will the spider show itself? Or better yet, if you reveal yourself back to the spider, what will the spider do? The spider doesn't know you're here, as far as we know. And would they not be shocked just like everyone else would be that you've returned? And there would be those that would be against you returning. I mean, just trying to think of getting the spider out in some ways, or even if there is a meeting tomorrow, we could, I think, in time come up with a plan to at least eliminate a member or two of the legs. I mean, Either we wait for the meeting to end and then we go kill one and we distract them and get what information we can from them, eliminate them, or better yet, I'd say get one of those bombs we found in that hotel room and plant it on the ground and let them all die.
Well, we
More
don't
so
know
Dalcum
where.
reaches. Dalcum reaches into his bag of holding, grabs one of the fucking arcane cannons, and blows his head off.
Oh my god! Malcolm! Moro screams. Oh! Somebody grab it! Oh! Darius, grab that chunk over there! Oh! That's his brain! Oh! Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
The daydream fades, and Dalcum comes back to reality, suffering.
So yeah, Dalcum, what do you think? We go grab one of those bombs again? As you come back, you fade in and Moros is looking right at you again about the bomb. What do you think?
The glaive turns into a fucking great axe for an executioner's axe for like half a second before turning back. Nope. Well, all I know is now somebody needs to die. That's all I know.
We don't know the location.
We don't know the location.
I'm pretty sure a day of. They will get that information to avoid leaks, which means we're going to need to find a way in.
Will the others show up with bodyguards? Or as I say, everyone shows up as individuals kind of thing? Because if you go as an individual, I trust you to be able to handle yourself. But
There will
how
be
are
guards.
they not going to be... Oh, so we can go as your guards. Okay. That's good.
My guards, no.
Your guards.
Grams, maybe.
Zach, I'm gonna send you a message here in a second.
Okay.
Inform Graham and Rosalia and move them in on the plan. And see who they recommend we kill.
As this is happening, you see that Orthonax shakes the tiefling's hand, and they walk out empty-handed, and they end up leaving the casino, as if some sort of deal has just been exchanged between them.
I sent it. Cool. I look at them and I say, "Oop, I have an idea. I hate to do this." And I pull my glaive off and I hold it in my hand. It's going to turn into a small dagger, but it's gonna be very like ornate looking, with encrusted in what looks like jewels. It in reality isn't. It just takes the appearance of that. It's about blade's probably about a foot long, 4-inch handle with an ornate like guard over the front of it. I can, if this is really hard. As long as I am alive, I will know where this blade is. I'm going to gift it as a present to Orthonax for many years of friendship. You see, like, visibly, like, tensing and shaking.
But what if he just shells the fucker?
I have a feeling he will not.
Right.
He's going to want to show up to this meeting looking exceptional, as all military officials do. And I think a beautiful blade like this would be good for him.
Well, I mean, if you want to do that, you can. I'd be.
I don't want to, but it will guarantee that we know the or will almost guarantee, if he brings it with him, we will know the location of the meeting.
Are we supposed to go there? Oh, Darius
you-
has to go. Oh, Darius has to go. Oh wait, he's not going. We're going as Graham's
I
bodyguards.
mean,
Couldn't we just
this
help
is just
Graham?
another option, is all. If we don't want to get Graham in trouble, or if we just don't want to rely on him.
Darius, your input.
Doesn't sound too bad.
I also don't think it should come from me. It would be weird if I gave it to him. And I turn the blade around and I hand the hilt side to Darius.
My hand
Hands
already out.
violently shaking. You kind of have to like rip it from my grip. Hey. Oh, that's awful.
What is this, like your vessel or something?
Uh,
It's a joke.
Okay, okay. Just give it to him, please, before I have a nervous breakdown.
I'm gonna go over to Orth.
I just gave him my baby brother.
What? Your baby
Oh.
brother?
It's oh god.
Falco, what the hell did you just do?
He's hyperventilating at this point.
Or
Hey, outside. I need to go outside. And he's gonna walk out the door. He's gonna like fucking. He's basically flying out the door.
All right. Lloyd / Darius, you approach Orthonax. Ah. Lloyd.
Orthonex? Well, I think it's about time we stopped losing our money and head out.
Well, at least you know when to check out. You stay too long,
Oh yeah.
you'll end up like that poor Dragonborn we had to drag out the goddamn casino about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, that guy. Played a little trick on him.
Oh, you did? What kind of trick did you play on him?
Made him hopeful. And then, well, of course.
You're a bit of a bastard, Lloyd. I still see you got it in ya.
Well, once a street rat, always a street rat.
You're damn right.
Well, since I'm heading out, I wanted to give you something. You know,
Mhm.
make you look dapper for the meeting.
Well, all right.
A nice ceremonial dagger. Found it on my travels.
He takes it and he grabs it. This is quite the blade. I definitely have to have it on my hip tomorrow night when I debut my newest suit. I'll look like the most dapper leg of the web that there is.
Ah, of course. Look at us. From the bottom. Now look at you. Really close to the top.
Hmm. He just keeps looking at the blade. He's captivated by this blade, by the way. He takes it out, does a couple tricks with it, sheathes it back up. You know, Lloyd, if you want to come gamble tomorrow night, before I have to embark, you want to have a little bit of fun, feel free.
What'll be on the table?
All right. He nods. Well, I might retire myself for the evening. Let the guards handle the late night hours of the operation. You and your friends take care of yourselves now. He nods at you. He extends his hand to shake it.
I
Shakes
shake
your
his
hand. And he walks off. Him and his 3 guards as they retire for the evening.
All right, Morris, quickly now.
Quickly now, what? Morris does whatever you ask.
You saw that man I've brought in the shipment.
The tiefling.
Oh yeah.
hmm
How are you feeling?
Well, what do you mean? Morris looks at him.
I won't beat around the bush. Let's go kill him.
Ah, I like this idea. Where did he go?
Went out the doors, and then he took a left. And well, we'll just have to see.
Well, what about Dalcom? Dalcom ran off. He's crying about his baby brother. He gave away his baby brother, he said.
A dagger. You know, he's quite
Yes.
fond of odd things.
Maybe we should go get Dalcom before we go and kill the tiefling. Would be unfortunate to leave him in such a state. As much as I want to kill, kind of itching to do so, but I don't
He's
know.
not
I kind of
itching to
feel that.
kill.
Oh, you don't quite understand being in this city, especially under a fucking mountain with a bunch of people and no nature at all around you. What that'll do to someone like myself. You begin to go kind of feral on the inside, and you want to get out by all means necessary. So if I have to cut a bloody path through every bodyguard for every leg of the spider until I get to the spider itself, I will.
Let's
But
not
this,
do that, but uh, hmm, very insightful as to what is going on in your mind. Let us go find Dalcom.
that was what's going on in my mind. Wow. Yes, let's go Dalcom. Let's go find Dalcom. Yes,
Go Dalcom.
I've never quite vocalized my thoughts in such a way before. You know, like I've done something like this. What would one call it? Introspection. Yes, that's what my father would call it. That I needed to be more introspective.
You know, Moros, for a man who can only count up towards 8, you sure have a way with words. You are very articulate.
You learn certain things as a knight out in the wilds. Words are very important when dealing with the monsters of man, but numbers, not so much. At least in my youth, they weren't. I never thought they were useful, so in truth, I never taught myself how to count because what am I doing this for? Dalcum, we need to go find Dalcum. Go, go, go! And he starts shoving Lloyd along.
All right.
Morrill starts doing whistles and like bird calls.
He's just outside the front door, violently shaking.
Oh, there you are. My calls work.
What is wrong with you?
It's. Let's just go. Just go.
Did you see where that purple man went?
Did I see where the tiefling went?
He's gone. No, you didn't see.
Nope. Didn't see.
Well, when in doubt, left it out. Let's go left. On our screens, it's right, but we walked out.
Yeah.
And left is this way now.
Okay. You go off to the left.
Just going to follow him.
You go off to the left, and the city streets are busy. It would be hard to track down someone who left a few minutes ago. If you want to, you guys can roll me an investigation check to see if you.
I am going to do something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I have a spell called Elevated Sight. This lets me see. It puts my vision 120 feet up in the air above me, and I can see a full 360 degrees around me. And I can swap in between using this and my normal sight. I am blind while this is happening, though.
Okay.
So I don't know if this will give me any kind of bonus on the roll or not, but I am now looking down at everything from 120 feet up in the sky. I can adjust it as I need to if I have to.
Okay. So everyone except for Dalcum will roll at disadvantage. Dalcum, you'll roll with advantage.
Oh, I got a 9.
This is investigation?
Correct.
Or perception?
For you, it would be. You're trying to see with your eyes. I would say perception for you. There, you got the other two are looking for clues. Through a crowd of people, it would be hard to perceive, nigh impossible. Rather, they would have to investigate for clues on maybe where they went, maybe specks of.
My dice rolled off the fucking map. I can't see it.
A 17 and a 20.
17.
You see.
Question is, am I making against? Okay, I was gonna say, am I making against his roll or something?
No.
Or is it just a DC you set?
A DC
okay.
I set in my head, which was 20.
Yep.
So you just succeed. An alleyway about a block over. You see them walking through from this high vantage point. However, you see them step onto a sigil circle, and a light encapsulates them, a pink light, and they're suddenly gone. They disappear. They were teleported.
All right, I'm going to grab onto the back of Moros's armor, and I'm going to direct him there. Where they teleported from.
All right. As you direct them there, you don't see any sign of a teleportation circle lying on the ground in this alleyway. You see a homeless man who's with his pinky fingernail, sticks it up in his nose, and he starts shaking violently. Oh, yeah, that's the good shit. Oh, fuck. What's up, boys? He's like shaking.
Where did you get that?
He told me not to tell. But I might. If you take some with me. Oh, yeah, baby. That's the good Stardust.
Dalcom is going to return to his sights, and he grabs the homeless dude by his shirt and throws him, like pulls him back towards himself and throws him into the opposite wall. Where'd they go? Tell me now. Need
I'm
to
gonna
know.
grab Dalcom by the shoulder. Relax. I got this.
You see, he's freaking out.
Dalcom is twitching violently.
I'm gonna pull Dalcom back, and then I'm gonna fluff out the dirt on the man.
Thanks, man. Stardust, you want some?
Gonna
Give
kill
me a
him.
hit.
I'm gonna kill him.
I hold out my finger, line her up.
He takes a little scooper, scoops it, and he puts it on your hand. Oh, this shit'll make you feel. Whoa.
And well, I would know how to take this. Is this like we snort this, right?
You snort it. That's the most common way that
Right.
people do it, is snorting it.
I snort the Stardust. With the residual, with the residue, I rub it in my mouth, on my teeth and shit.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. Succeed. So you're not going to suffer the status effect from this, but you obviously are going to be inebriated. You feel your eyes like they're pulsing, and you can see pink glimmers in your vision. As you look around, your eyes are sensitive to light, and you feel this insane head rush going on.
Well. That's quite the stuff. Seems they've changed their recipe.
Oh, yeah. I remember 5 years ago, this shit was ass cheeks. I was on the halfling sleeve. Rookie shit. Now I got this. And he gave me a nice big bag. He gave me a nice bag. You're a nice gentleman.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
Oh, he used that, he used some sort of, he had this, like, stone on him. And he placed it on the ground, and the ground had this big wheel circle. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. And it teleported him and his buddies somewhere. I don't know. But it was awesome. They were talking about this, like, meeting with some guy. The scorpion.
Oh yes, the scorpion.
Cockroach. There's something.
Yeah,
There's
the
something.
cockroach.
Something like that.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're gonna come back tomorrow
You're
night.
useless. And I snap his neck.
Roll me a strength check, athletics check. Oh my god, a 25. You immediately grab the side of his head, twist, and you just hear as his body goes, thumps on the ground.
Well, that pissed me off. I'm gonna look down at my hand, and it's shaking a bit. Jitters. Well,
Couldn't just let fucking Dalcom kill the man.
that's true.
Don't worry, Dalcom. The next homeless man we run into, you'll get to kill him.
Damn.
Now Malcolm is like scratching his neck hard. Just he looks like a fucking drug addict coming off of a fucking really intense bender. Like he looks fucked up now.
We should
I'm gonna
probably
use
get
I'm
to
gonna
the
use our
weapon.
little device, our sending stone thing.
Nope, can't do that yet.
Wait, why not?
No, not the sending the weapon. It's gotta stay. It's gotta stay. It's for the best.
Odd fellow. All right, I'm gonna use the send it. I'm gonna send a message.
Who are you sending a message to?
Okay.
Devlin.
Okay. What do you want to say to Devlin?
Well, first I'm gonna tell him about the meeting that's gonna happen. And second, I'm going to tell him about this the circle and its location.
You get a response. A meeting tomorrow night with the spider. Interesting. I know that Damocles has caused them quite a much big deal of trouble. That could be why they're meeting. It might only be fitting I send him your way. Tomorrow, in the morning, Damocles will meet with you. Name the place and I'll ensure he's there. He is a wizard himself. He can figure out the means of activating this teleportation circle and figuring out where it is, so we could perhaps prep for this meeting in the morning, figure out where this teleportation circle goes, go through said teleportation circle, and go from there. Sound like a plan?
I'm gonna relay my response, obviously. Sounds like a plan. Oh, one more thing. There's a cache. South side. Pause. What's south side? What's in the south?
The southern district?
Yeah.
So in the southernmost part of Eden is where a lot of the residences are, so it's very inconspicuous. You could easily hide a cache there without it being caught.
Any noticeable places?
Yeah, one of the biggest taverns in the city is there. This tavern is where a lot of the more poor people go to congregate because it's known for its cheap alcohol. But that's probably the biggest part of the southern district. Everything like really important is in the northern district where you guys are right now.
All right, back to the game. This can be a big tavern. Third room. Check it thoroughly. There'll be a slight wall, a board that'll be kind of off. Bring me what's in there.
I'll
How
make
do I
sure
work this?
Damocles does
End
that.
message.
Once you receive your affirmation that from Devlin that Damocles will get that done. Is there anything else you guys wish to do today before you retire for the evening?
I'll probably head to Rosalia's.
Okay. She did offer you guys a room there, by the way, so you guys could stay there.
Yes, we'll go there.
So you all make your way to Eden's Embrace. This place is popping. Literally, the sound of skin popping. In the brothel. Are you surprised? No. Anywho, you see that Rosalia is sitting there at the bar speaking with Graham, and they're just having a conversation. No guards or anything, like guarding them, but kind of just watching the perimeter of the building, making sure there's no funny business going on. Are you going to approach and have a conversation with them, I assume?
Dalcom is immediately going up to Rosalia, handing her a fistful of platinum and asking for whatever the strongest drug she has that will put him to sleep for the night.
She hands him a whole bowl of stardust. Be my guest?
Disappears into a room, and he's not coming out until the morning.
We're gonna wake up in the morning and he's gonna be cracked the fuck out.
Roll me a con
No, he
save.
specifically takes something so he can sleep. Con save, okay. Not my best stat, but it's a natural 20.
It's a pretty intense trip, but like you don't suffer you don't have like a bad trip or anything like that. You're just like, it helps calm you down a little bit. You start really like really high, like oh yeah, you feel that, and then like it starts to slows down.
He's doing everything he's been given till he passes the fuck out. That's
you
what's
pass
happening.
out. Oh no, you pass out. You pass out. Lucky you didn't roll a natural one. You might have overdosed.
Yeah.
But Dalcom retires for the evening after doing copious amounts of D&D cocaine.
Nice.
I'm assuming Lloyd wanted to speak with Rosalia.
He got so high his brain shut off.
Well, with Rosalia and Graham.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead. Whatever you wanted to say.
Okay. Well, no deaths tonight. Well, besides one.
Oh, did you kill one of the legs? Who was it?
No. None of the legs.
Damn, I was hoping you killed Orthonax, I'm not gonna lie.
We'll get to him. The problem is, I think we're going to need to get into that meeting.
How do you propose you all get into the meeting?
Well, as one of your guards.
She looks at Graham. It's not a bad idea. We're each allowed to bring a trio of guards. There's 3 of you here now. So why not? You could be my guards.
Good. Another issue. Well, they haven't seen me in a while. They know who I am. But, despite that, what would you say having a deck discard go with you?
The deck discard. Interesting. I could arrange that. But
Oh no, I've already arranged it.
you've arranged it. Really?
Yes.
How?
Well, I was a part of the deck discard.
That is true.
I still have my old gear.
He looks at you and he smirks a bit. I see. Looks like I'll have the deck discard by my side.
Indeed.
He sighs, takes a sip of his bourbon. You know what, Lloyd? Really glad you're back. You've always made things really interesting. Oh, don't you think that deck discard armor's a little out of date? Hopefully no one will notice.
Oh, how often do they really see the deck discard?
That's true. They don't really make an appearance. They might question why I have a deck discard with me. So what excuse would you want me to garner up?
Now, why would they ask any of the legs a question as to why they have a deck discard with them?
You know them. They like to gossip. Especially Orthonax.
Hmm. Well, we have an inkling of what the meeting might be about.
What is it about?
It could be. Oh. Sorry. Well, there might be a war. Another one.
Hmm. Sorry, what did you say? I was typing a response to.
There might be another war in this council. This meeting is probably what they're going to be discussing.
Another war. I can't say I'm surprised. All roads have led to this. He sighs. Well, if it's about war, then that means it's going to start soon. So, here's to another drink. And he raises his glass and he finishes it, slams it on the table. All right, well, the meeting is at 1900 hours tomorrow. Meet me here at Eden's Embrace at 1700 hours. In uniform. I'll make sure your friends have their own uniform. That way they can't be spotted. We'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
Sound like a plan?
Yes.
He gets up from his chair, nods, and good night to you. He walks off, walks upstairs. Rosalia follows as well. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Next time, not sure if there's anything they want to do before this big meeting, but we may do something before the meeting. But within the next coming episodes, the meeting between the legs of the web is imminent. Discussion about war that is brewing. But with that, I appreciate everyone who's tuned in tonight. I appreciate you guys for playing with me. And I want to give a special shout out to our patrons on Patreon: Melanie Droz, Melanie Cocciolone, Anakin Groce. I love you guys so much.
I love y'all
easy.
too. Take it easy.